The Work in Progress project, which commenced in 2016, seeks to improve the economic prospects of young people from diverse backgrounds in Nigeria by building their skills to find a job and stimulating entrepreneurship. The project is funded by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Netherlands and it's been implemented in Lagos, Edo, and Nasarawa states with footprints in other states in Nigeria.
As a child, I used to sketch, illustrate, do all of those things. This design thing has always been in me because, of course, my mom was in the fashion line. She doesn't make clothes, but she sells all of these tailoring accessories and all of that. Then my dad made special pins. He does some kind of artistic stuff on walls and all that. So I designed some clothes and I made them for myself. And whenever I wear those clothes, people will be like, wow, this is really nice. I love your combination, your color combination. You know, the way I style them and everything. Then again, I started selling imported clothes, you understand? But I found out that anytime the ones I make for myself, the long, those are the ones people will say, it's the ones you're putting on, we want to buy and all of that. So that was how I started. Aside the fact that my our staff, you know, they just come here to work and then they leave in, we get to train them. And now they are not just tailors like people will call them. They are tailors that are aware and conscious of the environment. We are deliberate about, you know, the generations to come, pollution, and, you know, how we run our business, how it affects the environment. When we went for the Oxfam Work in Progress sessions, that was when we learned that social impact must not always be free. It can be profitable. In fact, it needs to be profitable for it to be sustainable. That changed the way, you know, we looked at things. We tried to accommodate youths that their parents can afford to send them to school or a training place, you know, to learn stuff. We said, okay, why not let's look for sponsors to sponsor these students and maybe corporate body to say that, oh, we are a training academy, you can train them and empower them with machinery and startup capital. And that was what we did. Our students graduated last sometime in March, and it was a very big plus for us because, you know, they got industrial machines, they got 50,000 startup capital with their industrial machines, so they can jumpstart what they learned. For me, COVID is plus and minus, good and bad. From the 22 staff capacity we had before, we are now like 10. But the good thing was, okay, we're able to key into making the nose masks in bulk. I wrote a few proposals to companies to say that, oh, you know, your staff are at home, to make them feel good, you can give them these gifts, you know, they are sustainable gifts. And we presented a few of all of the different products we made that we can customize. And surprisingly, people keyed into it. It made Why Waste It, you know, spin off from Bosh Designs to being a company on its own. So at that point, we had to register Why Waste It as a company. So we have Why Waste It Limited now. You can see from the pandemic. I have benefited from Oxfam, Work in Progress, and EDC. The biggest one for me was making me know that we're a circular fashion brand. So that made us to say, okay, Why Waste It can stand alone as a company, you know, where we can say that we're the first fashion brand in Nigeria to manage fashion waste and used clothing from people, right? But the biggest thing for me was the point where they gave us 6 consultants that would not have been able to afford anyway. They gave me this marketing consultant. They were so fantastic. Some of our biggest challenges in running business here is number one, I'll say operational cost. And when I say operational cost, number one thing is power. For us now, we run the big generator, which, you know, we have to run diesel. My biggest ambition is to run a full-fledged fashion recycling company. All of those things that people go to import from China, I want us to produce them here, like you get an export to other parts of Africa. The rest of support I need is if I can get a marketing company to take up our brand, to help us with marketing and sales, and, you know, if we can get onto the export platform and start to export, I really love that too. As of today, after the oil and gas industry in Nigeria, the fashion industry generates the highest amount of waste. Those are the places we need support, you know, to communicate it properly. I want to believe that people will key into it because they know the consequences of not doing the right thing or allowing this practice to go on, dumping things into the water body, into the landfills and all of that, and how it affects us and even generations to come. And so I think the big change maker will be the child.